Welcome back to Story Time. Today, let us hear another story about Lord Krishna. It is about the famous Ras Leela. That Leela or sport of the Lord when he was just 7 years of age. It was the time of Sharad Purnima, the full moon night, and the cool breeze was blowing, the flowers had blossomed, the birds had gone off to sleep, the waters of Yamuna were rippling, and there was a sweet fragrance in the air. And the Lord felt like playing his flute. He took the flute to his lips, and a divine melody seemed to come out from it. But the mystery of this was only the gopis of Vrajbhumi could hear this melody. What was the secret? It is said that the gopis or the milkmaids of Gokul were none other than the saints and sages in their previous lives. During the Rama Avatar, Lord Rama had met many saints and sages on his way to Lanka, but could not spend enough time with them. And they, thirsting for the Lord's darshan and company, had begged him to allow them to spend more time with him. And the Lord had assured that in future, in their next birth, they would get a suitable opportunities. And so all of them had been reborn as the gopis. And thus, the gopis were always full of love for Lord Krishna. Theirs was a very pure and divine kind of love. And now, to fulfill them, to give them what they wanted, Lord Krishna decided to play a sport. Ras means that which is full of ras, the essence of the divine, the essence of the Lord. And so it was that this 7-year-old Lord Krishna started playing his flute, and all the gopis seemed to be attracted to him. All of them were busy in their household duties. Some had just finished milking the cows, some were cooking food, some were putting their babies to sleep, some were pressing the feet of their elders, and some were serving food to their husbands. But now suddenly, hearing the call of the Lord, they could not hold themselves back, and they left everything midway. They left all their duties and began rushing out in hordes. It is said that there were almost 88,000 gopis there, along with crores of cows and their calves. How could it be possible that such a small area of Gokul would have so many gopis and cows? But this is also the Leela of the Lord. It is a game or a sport in which the Lord can expand the time and space as much as he likes. And Lord Krishna, seeing all of them come there and surround him, began to smile mischievously. He asked them very innocently, "Oh ladies, why have you come? How could you leave your houses in the middle of the night?" For it was the full moon night or the Sharad Purnima. And it was dark, not the time when ladies ought to step out of their houses. And all the gopis, they did not expect this response from their dear Lord Krishna. They asked him, "Why do you scold us? Leaving everything, we have come running to you just to get your darshan. Won't you fulfill our desires?" And Lord Krishna started explaining to them, "You can get me even by meditating on me. You can sit quietly in your homes, think of me, and you can attain me. Then why do you have to come? Are you not scared of what people say?" Now, some gopis had in fact been stopped by their husbands. They were not allowed to go. And these gopis, because of their intense longing to see the Lord, had given up their bodies then and there. And their souls had come and become one with the Lord. While the remaining gopis would hear none of it. They started crying. They started weeping. They started pleading with Lord Krishna. They started looking down, biting their nails, pulling their dress, and finally requested him not to send them back. They said, "We have left everything and come to you. Isn't it true that the highest duty is the duty to the Lord? And you are the one who has protected us from so many Rakshasas. You have protected us from sure death. And now, by sending us away, you are trying to kill us. Will you take our lives now, after having been our protector for so long? Now, hearing all this, Lord Krishna smiled and he obliged them. He started playing with them, splashing water on them, dancing with them, singing with them, till the gopis started becoming arrogant. Suddenly, seeing that the Lord was with them, playing with them, sporting with them, a sense of pride started rising inside them. They started thinking, we are the best among all women, and that is why the Lord is playing with us. The minute this arrogance came into them, the Lord disappeared. And their dear Krishna was nowhere to be found. They felt so distressed. They started searching for him here and there. In panic, they started talking to the trees, to the birds, to the creepers, asking all of them, have they seen their dear Krishna? Had any of them seen him going away? Could anybody tell them where their dear Lord had disappeared? And then they began searching for him. Suddenly it struck them that if they found his footprints, they would be able to find out his whereabouts. And they started looking for them. Immediately, they saw a set of footprints. However, they were not single. There seemed to be 2 pairs of footprints. And so they thought, oh, the Lord has taken one gopi along with him. Her devotion must be the best amongst all of us. The gopis did not feel jealous of the other gopi. So pure was their devotion. They only realized that the other gopis' bhakti must have been even higher than theirs. And so they started following the set of footprints. Till suddenly they noticed that there was only one pair now. And this pair of footprints seemed to be buried deeper and deeper into the mud. Could it be that the Lord was now carrying the gopi on his shoulders? Maybe the gopi had said that she was feeling tired after having wandered so far away. And yes, the Lord must have picked her up to ease her of her tiredness. As they were all thinking thus, suddenly they saw one gopi sitting there crying all by herself. And when they asked her what happened, she said, yes, I was the lucky gopi. Lord Krishna came with me, carried me, till even I became proud. I started feeling that I was the luckiest among all the gopis because Krishna loved me the most, and so he had come with me all alone. As soon as I became proud, Lord Krishna disappeared. And so now all the gopis sat together and began weeping and wailing. Then suddenly they decided that they would remember all the leelas that Krishna had played with them. And remembering all of them, they started acting out those leelas. One became Putana, another became Bakasur, one became Krishna, and other became all the other demons that he had slayed. And so they kept enjoying themselves, just remembering all the glories of their dear Lord. Still, their Lord did not appear. And now once again, they started calling out to him. Out of pure love, pure devotion, they called out to him in distress, asking him to forgive them, asking him to appear before them. And the Lord of their hearts, Krishna, immediately answered their prayers. Seeing that they had learnt a lesson, he decided now to give them what they wished for. And he came there. He explained to them about what is selfish love, that is loving for something to be got in return, and what is selfless love, loving with compassion, loving irrespective of whether the one in front loves you or not. And now Lord Krishna started playing the Ras Leela with them. In a circle, all the gopis stood, and miraculously Lord Krishna multiplied himself, so that between 2 gopis there was a Krishna. Between every 2 gopis a Krishna stood and danced and played with them in a circle. The celestials stood there in heaven playing drums and music and enjoying this grand spectacle. Round and round they danced, till now Lord Krishna multiplied himself even more, so that every gopi had a Lord Krishna standing and dancing in front of her. And this was the grandest Leela of all. This was the Ras Leela. These gopis represent our thoughts. When each thought is united with the Lord, then it becomes Ras Leela. And the gopis and Lord Krishna danced all night. Actually, the gopis and all beings are nothing but the reflections of the Lord himself. And so, it is not a strange thing that the Lord danced with so many gopis. It is not a strange thing that this Ras Leela happened. It was just as if Lord Krishna was playing with his reflections. It is just like when we go into a house of mirrors and see all our reflections and enjoy the spectacle. Finally, the night ended, and after taking a bath in the holy Yamuna, Lord Krishna sent the gopis back to their homes. They had fulfilled their highest duty, the duty to unite with the Lord, the duty to become one with the Lord in thought, word and action. But now they had to play a role and live their lives in their respective family, doing all their daily duties as before. Blessed by the Lord, the gopis returned happily. Remembering the Ras Leela, let us also try to unite each thought of ours with the Lord. And we are sure to understand what that bliss is that the gopis experienced. I hope you liked today's story, and if you did, do share the story with your family and friends. Subscribe to the channel and wait for the story that I will share next week. Until we meet again, Hari Om.